Yes, please. Let me continue. So what we have discussed in the last session, please. Have you successfully signed up and sign in, please, all of you? So today what we're going to be discussing is, please, Docker. 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 So please, today we're going to be starting about Docker. All of you, I'm expecting you. So you successfully created AWS account. We have successfully created AWS account, and we have successfully created instance. All of you, please. I hope you done this. I hope you done all of you, please. I hope you done all this, all of you this, please. Class. One second, na, please. Sure. Please. Fine. So what exactly we have done yesterday, please? What exactly we have done, please? So how exactly we have created an instance? I will provide a recording video, don't worry. I will share recording video for tomorrow. So are we going to be creating instance, please? So services, sign up and sign in. Sign up and sign in, please. Sign up and sign in. Sign up and sign in. Launch instance. Launch instance. So these are all an existing instances. I don't want to use this. Launch my existing instance. Let me launch new instance. Let me launch new instance, please. Let us choose an Ubuntu. Let me choose an Ubuntu, please. Let me choose an Ubuntu. Ubuntu 16 server. Ubuntu 16 server. T2 micro. T2 micro. Today topic is Docker, please. Today we're going to be start Docker. Today we're going to be start Docker. All of you. Today we're going to be start Docker. Don't worry. T2 micro. Configure. So add storage. Ashish, there is no noise here. Please check with your end. Ashish, everything is in fine here. So I'm going to be creating instance. So let it be name call my server. Is it perfect? I think so. No? Is it audible? All of you, please. Is it perfect? Yeah. Please. Fine. So let it be use default security group. Anyway. Ashish, please check your end. The my side is everything is perfect. Review. Launch with an existing PEM file, or else we can able to create a new PEM file. Yes. Launch instance is too much noise, or else what do we need to do? One second. Right now, please. Right now it's okay. Still noise, huh? Right now. Right now, please. One second. One second. One second. Let it be exist. can able to connect, please? How can able to connect this? So let it be. Where exactly have PEM file downloaded? Please just right click, git bash, and paste here. We can able to getting into the cloud mesh. We can able to getting into the cloud machine, please. So this is if we can able to get it. So everybody can able to do this, please. Yeah, same time only. No, same time, please. 8:45, same, don't worry, it won't be changed. Fine. So whether we have successfully logged in or not, whether we have successfully logging or not, whether we have successfully getting into the cloud machine or not, this is the way we can able to sign up an AWS account. We can able to create instances, and we can able to please, we can able to getting into the server, we can able to install the software. So I hope you can able to do this. Everybody can able to do this, please. I hope everybody can able to do this. So that is an exactly AWS. That is an exactly AWS. So today, what are the topic for today, please? What are the topic we're going to be discussing? Docker. What are the topic for today? Docker, guys, please. Today we're going to be discussing about Docker. Tell me, what is a Docker? Anybody help me? What is a Docker? Anybody help me, please? What is a Docker? Anybody help me? It's a container, please. The Docker is nothing but what? Container technology. Docker is nothing but what? Docker is nothing but what? A container technology. By helping of Docker, 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 we can able to create a containers. We can able to create a containers, and we can able to deploy our applications. Please tell me, what is the container? The container is an isolated area which is specifically deploying our applications only. Understood very clearly, all of you, please. What is the container, please? The container is an isolated area which is specifically deploying our applications only. That is nothing but a Docker. Am I right? All of you, please listen very carefully. What is the Docker container? The container is an isolated area which is specifically deploying our applications only. Clear, all of you? But what are the container, please? The container look like this. The container look like this only. So you can able to see an example of this is a container. So look like this container, please, all of you, please. Okay, the container is an isolated area or not? So we can able to deploy our applications or not? Yes. So for example, the isolation is nothing but what? Separate. Isolation is nothing but what? Separate. For our understanding, I'm going to be giving a good example. You can able to understand. So which I'm sitting this room is separated with 4 walls or not? Got it very clearly. So which I'm sitting this room is separate with 4 walls with ceiling and ground from my office or not? Is nothing but an isolated area or not? Which is specifically designed for conducting DevOps classes or not? Clear? The same way. The same way, a container also, isolated area. It is a separate environment. Separate environment with 4 sides. With totally six sides. Got it very clearly, all of you. It is in exactly content. It is in exactly content. So for our understanding, so let us understand one example. So, so for example, I want to transport fishes. I want to transport fishes, what I mean. I want to transport crabs. I want to transport prawns, what I mean. So totally 3 seafoods I want to transport. So what are the condition, please? Without a container technology. Without containers, please. Without containers. Without containers, please. Without containers. How exactly we can able to transport? How we going to be transport these 3 products? We need to transport by helping of 3 ships or not. Ship 1, ship 2, ship 3. It is what exactly? Ship 1. For what? For what, guys, please? For transporting what? For transporting what exactly? Fishes. It is a ship 2. So what we going to be transporting, guys, please? We're transporting prawns. Ship 3. For what? Crabs. So tell me, how many times we invested, please? How many times we invested in? 3 times. Am I right? All of you listen very carefully. 3 times. 3 times we invested. But if you're using container technology, if you're using with container technology, how much time are we going to be invested? Please tell me. How many times we invested? Please tell me. Only one time. Only one time. So instead of without container or with container, if you replace with container technology, so what exactly, please? So instead of required 3 ships, so we're gonna be using only one ship itself. So we're gonna be getting container. On first container, we're gonna be transporting fishes. On second container, we're going to be transport crabs. On third container, we're going to be transport prawns. Clear all of you, please. So tell me how many times we invested right now? One time or 3 times? One time or 3 times? One time only. Am I right, all of you? How many times we invested? Only one time. So is it a separate environment or not? Definitely. It is for transporting fishes. So it may be minus 10 centigrades we are maintaining here. For transporting crabs, so it may be maintaining minus 8 temperature. For prawns, maybe minus 12, whatever may be. So on a same place, are we getting different kinds of environments or not? But actually on a ship, what are the weather condition? Maybe plus 28. What are the weather condition on a ship, please? Maybe temperature plus 28. But on a same place, are we getting a different environments or not? Yes, obviously. So how much time we invested? Only one time. How much time are we going to be invested? Only one time, guys, please. Got it very clearly. The same way our Docker container also. The same way our Docker container also, please. So for example, you want to deploy 3 kinds of applications. Java application, .NET application, Python applications. 3 applications. So without containers, please. Without containers. without containers, please? How exactly we can able to handle the situation? That means we should be bring so AWS EC2 server 01, so server 2, server 3, server 2, server 3 guys, please. On a first server, so we're going to be deploying Java application. On a second server, a .NET application. On third server, we're going to be deploying Python. So my question is very clear. How many times we invested here, please? How many times we invested here, please? How many times we invested here, please? Tell me. All of you, please reply. How many times we invested here, please? 3 times. But if you are using container technology, if you are using with the container technology, so one server is more than enough. One AWS server is more than enough. On top of it, we're going to be creating a containers. On top of it, we're going to be creating a container 1, container 3. Got it. In the first container, we're going to be deploying Java application. Or second container, we're going to be deploying .NET application. On third container, we're going to be deploying Python application. Please, all of you get it very clearly. None, same size. But are we going to be invest only one time or not? Are we going to be invest how many times then? One time. One time only, please. So question is very clear. So by helping of Docker, can we able to utilize resources properly or not? Can we able to reduce the cost or not? Please tell me. Can we able to reduce the cost or not? Tell me, all of you. Can we able to reduce the cost? Can we able to increase, all of you, please? Can we able to increase the performance? Can we able to increase or decrease? Is it increasing performance or decreasing performance in the situation? Definitely increasing it because of, for example, if you're allocating 2 GB of RAM here, for example, for our understanding, this 2 GB of RAM, 100% will be dedicated or 100% of this 2 GB RAM utilizing by Java application itself, not by any other purpose. Which are all allocating 100% resources, utilizing by application itself. That is the meaning of our application performance will be increased. Our performance will be increased. Got it very clearly? So by helping of Docker, are we decreasing cost? Yes or not? Yes, definitely we can able to decrease the cost. So can we able to increase the performance or not? Yes. Who don't want this feature, please? Who don't want it? Multiple application can be able to deploy or not? Yes, we can. We can definitely. Got it very clearly why we are using Docker? Yeah. Let me continue. What is the Docker, guys, please? Docker is a company name. The Docker gives you a container technology. What are the container technology, please? What are the container? By helping of container, we can able to deploy our applications. The container is an isolated area which is specifically deploying our applications only. Here is Python, so Cascadeur, so Kalfa, what it may be. So these are all the containers. We can able to create a multiple containers on a same server, and we can able to deploy in each and every container separate application. It is nothing but a Docker containers, please. Please, all of yeah. So let us understand one more way. So let us compare with physical servers and virtual servers, and let us compare with these two, please. So for example, if you want to deploy application, if you want to run an application, if you want to run an application in business, What is an application? Application is nothing but a website like a Flipkart, what I may be. It's a business, it's an online business. Okay. If you want to run this application for your business, what exactly we required, guys, please? We required a service. Application for what? Application for what? Business. But application running on where? Servers. We required a service. Listen very carefully, focus, all of you. Please be focused, all of you. Don't be deviate your minds. Application for what? Business. Application running on what? Servers. But from where we can able to get the servers on? From where we can able to get the servers? We can able to get an virtually or cloud or physical servers. So let us understand these physical resources. Physical server like your laptop, please. Physical server, which is exactly we can able to visualize in front of you. So let us assume it is a 8 GB of RAM, CPU, RAM, NIC card, disk, what I may be. So out of this 100% of resources, we can able to use only 50% of resources. For our understanding, this is an 8 GB of RAM. It is a 8 GB RAM, please. 8 GB RAM. So what are the 50% of? What are the 50%, please? 4 GB only, or? Got it very clearly. Understood. So out of 8 GB, we can able to utilize maximum 50% of resources only. The remaining 50% only futuristic. Not for right now. So in anywhere else, any physical environment, in even your laptop also, 100% of resources we can't able to utilize them. Got it very clearly, all of you. 100% utilization we can't able to do this, please. So out of 8 GB in a physical environment, we can able to utilize only 4 GB only. In this 4 GB, 2 GB occupied by operating system. 2 GB occupied by the operating system. Remaining 2 GB we can use for applications. So out of 8 GB, so we can able to use maximum 2 GB for our applications only. That is the point here, please. So in a physical environment, 50% only we can able to utilize. Out of 8 GB, 4 GB only. On a 4 GB, 2 GB occupied the operating system. Remaining 2 GB only we can able to use for deploying our applications only. Got it? That means what exactly each and everything will be calculated. Each and everything will be money. So for example, if you want to get a server, so how can you able to get it? You will able to get this server immediately? No. So we need to pay upfront amount. We need to pay upfront amount. 100% of amount we need to pay. Then only we can able to get the server, or else we can't. 100% of amount we need to pay. After getting a server, physical server, we need to maintain is nothing but the ongoing amount OpEx. So buying servers or maintaining your own way, it's very difficult. It's very difficult, guys. Please, all of you. But what is the solution, please? We're going to be moving into the virtualization, hypervisor, VMware, Oracle, KVM, whatever may be. But if you are moving into the virtualization, the same problem. So same problem, please, same thing, no differ. So procurement lead to time, upfront amount, ongoing amount. But what is an advantage, please? We can able to deploy multiple applications. 100% of resources we can able to utilize. 100% of resources we can able to utilize. Out of 8 GB, 100% of 8 GB we can able to utilize. Out of 8 GB, 100% we can able to utilize. 100%. That means totally 8 GB we can able to utilize. Got it very clearly. So on top of it, we can able to create a 2 virtual machines. Virtual machine 1, virtual machine 2. So for first virtual machine, we can able to allocate 4 GB. Am I right? The second virtual machine, we can able to allocate 4 GB. Got it very clearly here. So on out of 8 GB, 100% we can able to utilize 4 GB for virtual machine 1, 4 GB for virtual machine 2. But on top of it, 2 GB occupying by the operating system. Here also 2 GB occupying by the operating system. 2 GB for what? Operating system. Here also occupying by 2 GB by operating system. Then finally we can able to utilize 2 GB for application. So finally we can able to utilize by 2 GB for application. So got it very clearly. So if you're using virtualization, okay, we can able to deploy multiple applications and we can able to utilize 100%. We can able to utilize 100%. Then 4 GB here, 4 GB here, total 8 GB. But on top of it, our operating system will be occupying by 2 GB here, 2 GB here. Out of 8 GB, how much we can able to use, please? Totally, out of 8 GB, out of 8 GB, we can able to utilize 4 GB only. 4 GB only. Remaining 4 GB occupying by the operating system. What is very clearly? Shall we repeat this step one more time? Let us assume here is 8 GB of RAM. So on out of 8 GB, we're going to be creating a 100% of resources. VM1, VM2, VM3. That means what exactly? That means what exactly, please? 4 VMs. VM1, VM2, VM3, VM4. VM1 in the sense of what? Virtual machine 1. So here is 2 GB. Virtual machine 2, 2 GB. Virtual machine 3, 2 GB. Virtual machine 4, 2 GB. Total 4 into 2, 8 GB occupied. On top of it, each and every VM, we're going to be creating an operating system. 1, 2, 3. And each and every operating system is going to be occupying 1 GB. On top of it, we're going to be deploying our application. Our application is going to be utilizing 1 GB. Tell me, so this 4 operating system occupying by 4 GB of RAM or not? How much? How much GB we going to be utilizing by, please? In 8 GB of RAM, we can able to utilize 100% 8 GB, but we can deploy only 4 applications. That means 4 GB is occupied by the operating systems and 4 GB we can able to utilize for our deploying of our applications. Got it very clearly. What are the problem, please? We can allow multiple applications, we agreed, but each and every VM so uses CPU of this. Each and VM uses RAM. Each and VM occupying a disk X. And moreover, each and every operating system, it's required a license cost. Each and every, so installing and configuring, admin time required. So these are all the problems. Got it very clearly? If you want to install operating system, that means we required a license cost, admin time required. And it is going to be occupying by each and every operating system. Each and every operating system, please, occupying by, repeat, I'm going to be repeat, please. CPU, RAM, disk, license cost, admin time. I'll repeat one more time. Listen very carefully. Each and every operating system is going to be occupying by CPU, RAM, disk, license cost, admin time. Got it very clearly? Got it very clearly? So is it wasting time or not? Is it wasting resources or not? But what Docker says? What container says, please? What container says? By helping of container, we can able to run, we can able to deploy our applications on container also. We can able to deploy our applications on containers also, but not required operating system. Are we using any operating system here? No. Without operating system, directly we can able to deploy. That means out of 8 GB of RAM, we can able to utilize fully 8 GB for deploying 8 applications. That is an exactly container. So what exactly we are wasting resources by operating system. Instead of that, we can deploy one more 4 application in this empty space. That is in exactly what? container. Got it very clearly? So we are comparing with the virtualization with containers, please. See here. So here also 8 GB, here also 8 GB. Here we can able to play only 4 applications, but here we can apply 4 and empty we have 4. In this empty space we can apply one more 4 application. What is the difference here, please? Here is operating system, here is operating system is not there. So our VM virtual machines required operating system, Docker container is not required operating system. That is a major difference. That is what exactly I want to tell you. That would exactly want to tell you for today. Clear all of you, please, all of you. Clear all of you, please. Understood very clearly, all of you. What are the point we catch up for today? Only one point. Only one point. Operating system not required for creating a container. That is a point for understanding these PPTs. Nothing else is there. So that means, are we going to be saving resources or not? We going to be saving money or not? So what is the understand, please? We can able to please decrease the cost, increase the performance. And one more important point, operating system is not required for creating a containers. Directly we can able to deploy applications. That means admin time saving as well as that resources we can able to allocate for another containers also. So understood everybody, please. Understood what are the container, how exactly we are theoretically. Theoretical explanation. So why container? At least why container? Why should we use container instead of servers? Why container? Clear all of you, please. Okay. Shall we experience one container? Shall we create one container? For today, shall we create one container, please, all of you? Shall we create one container, please? Yeah, very simple. Okay. So please getting into the server. Please getting into the server. Please getting into the server. Okay, one thing you'll do, let me create a fresh one. Launch instance, Ubuntu 16 server, T2 micro, add storage, add tag name, Docker host. Security group, please be select all traffic. Please be select all traffic anywhere. Review, launch with an existing PEM file. Review with an existing PEM file. So let it be running state, please. Let it be running. Then after running, please be connect this instance. Copy this SSH connection. Where exactly PEM file. Please be getting into this instance. Please be getting into the server. Yes, to continue. Yes, to continue. Sudo -i sudo -a, sudo -a. Let me execute the command call apt-get update. So after successfully updated, please we Google it. Get.docker.com. Get.docker. Get.docker.com, please. So please copy this URL. Please copy this URL and just paste here. Nothing else is there. Okay. After executing this command, just to copy this, just to copy the second one and paste here. That's it. And automatically Docker will be installed, please. Docker will be installed. Please wait. It will be installed. Docker will be installed, please. So is it a recording or not? So whether we have successful install or not, let me verify. Please execute Docker PS. That's it. So by helping of this command, we can able to see whether it is Docker images or Docker containers or not. So there is no container. Shall we create a one container, please? Shall we create a one container, please, quickly? Shall we create a one container, please? Shall we create a one container, please? Yeah. So how can able to create a container? Very simple. Very simple. I'm going to be directly, I'll explain each and everything. Just I want to show you how it's working, and don't worry. I'll explain each and everything by tomorrow onwards. We're going to be spending totally 3 weeks of time for learning Docker. 3 weeks and just for sake of so showing what is Docker, that's it for today. Don't be confused. I'm going to be teaching each and everything. Okay. So hub.docker.com. Let us go for hub.docker.com. So here is Maha for ISC. Let us type anything. My login. So this is an exactly. So by using this image, okay, we can able to create a container. How can you please? Docker run name my container one. I'll explain. Don't worry now. Don't be confused. Don't worry about all those things. I'll explain each and everything, each and every word for tomorrow onwards. I'm going to be explain one by one, step by step. Don't worry. But let me continue this. That's it. That's it. That is the command. Only one command itself. Everything is done. So have you successfully created a container or not? Yes. So how can you able to access over an internet? Very simple. Very simple and very simple. So copy public IP, copy public IP. So pasting into the browser colon 8081. That's it. So is it successfully created our application or not? So have we successfully deploying our applications or not? All of you. Is it a Java application or not? Is it a website or not? By using a single command, just only one command. So we done everything. Got it very clearly? Somewhat idea. I don't want to understand for all the things for today. So this is what exactly agenda. But for learning this, we're going to be spending 3 weeks of time for doing this activity. What exactly we understood for today. So for learning, for understanding, we're going to be spending 3 weeks of time. Tomorrow onwards, we're going to be spending time for understanding. Okay, got it very clearly. That's it for today. That's it for today. So any question, please, up to right now. So don't worry. I'm going to be, repeat this for tomorrow also for understanding. Any questions, please, all of you. I will upload this recorded video. Don't worry. So whoever all have recorded registered email address, I will forward you. Don't worry. Okay, please. Whoever all not registered, please talk to admin. Then she will be forward to my email addresses and I will do it. Okay, don't worry. I will share this recorded video to your email addresses through Google Drive, please. Any question, please ask me, or else we will meet tomorrow. Thank you. Thanks, sir. We're going to be learning Docker, Kumar. Multiple technologies. Yes, we can use multiple technologies. As of now, we create only one container. We can able to create multiple containers also. Don't worry, I will explain today. Tomorrow, I'll explain this how to install. I will explain tomorrow, Rahul. Don't worry. So whether we can able to log in or not, whether you can able to access server or not, that is fine. Thank you. Thank you. Shall we meet tomorrow, please, all of you? Can able to do this up to right now? Yeah, definitely. How performance increase, please? For example, in a laptop, so we're using a lot of things. The performance will be shared by our multiple applications or not in a laptop. But whereas content not like that, only for application itself. Entire resources only for application, not for meant for any other. That's what in virtualization the performance will decrease, but whereas container performance will be increased. Why? Because all the resources working for only for applications, not for meant for any other. That is the performance will be increased. Understood? It won't be shared in laptop. Multiple application will be sharing or not. Yeah, understood. I think so. Thank you. Fine. Thanks, birthday. Thank you.